Hey friends, thank you for joining me today, and finally we're at day 5 of the Stampin' Up! 2014-2015 catalog show and tell, and today we're going to be doing GeoMetrics, which is stuff like this, which is very intimidating to me, which is why my card is only going to be 4¼ square. So this one is called What's Your Type? It's photopolymer, and how those sets are coming now, I don't know if they always did it or not either, is you have your stamps, then you've got the matching sheet like that to put on top so you know where everything goes, to where it looks really cool and really nice. So that was only one. This has 2 sheets in it. The second stamp set we're using is going to be Just Saying. This here is going to be my sentiment, and I'm still debating on whether to use all solid images since I had that solid sentiment, or use those. I don't know. And for some reason I just thought about that, so I really didn't need to confuse myself even more. Anyway, I have here the Word Bubbles Framelit dies. That is a bundle with this stamp set, and I know I'm zoomed in. And there's a die for every single one on here, and this set will also go with several others. But when you buy them as a bundle, you get 15% off, and this is the die that we're going to be using today. And since Sizzix makes these, they have this really handy-dandy, very cool way to close them. So you stick it down here like that, and then up through. And then, since I abuse everything crafty, I'll never lose one, and it won't come out. So I think that's pretty cool. A lesson I learned the other day when I was stamping off of the paper onto my mat here, see? I've only tried to clean it with baby wipes, but it did not come up. Don't ever use chemicals on here at all. The last time I did, I lost my prized Stampin' Up! Mat, and they don't make them anymore, which really bums me out, so I have to use something else now. So, to get started with our sentiment, I already have down ours on my Stamp-A-Majig, and I'm using Blackberry Bliss. This is a very unusual color. I love it. I think it's going to become a favorite. It's one of those colors that you can use for like every season. And I've challenged myself to use ink colors that I have never used or I don't use as a habit. And then your challenge, as well as mine, is going to be making a card or a project or something that, yeah, geometrical. If I'm going to suffer, so are you. So, that didn't sound very nice. We're going to go ahead and get started here. I need to make sure this is inked up real well, since it is such a dark color. And my pad is brand new and sticky. I want to make sure that I have it completely covered. And it looks like I do. Like really covered the entire stamp, including parts I don't want. So I've got that. I'm going to move it way, way, way out of the way so it doesn't get on my fingers like last time. Oh crud. I hate it when that happens. This is my second attempt at this video because I cut like 4 of those out, and I had a little bit right there on my hand or my finger, and it got on like every single one of these. Then I couldn't find my dies. That took another half hour. So now I have to make extra careful sure I don't mess up. So I'm just going to go, I'm not going to do that up thing I keep saying I'm going to do, that up down thing. Oh yeah, there we go. Now with my first one up there in that corner, it was still kind of a little bit wonky, sketchy, but that's okay. I'm going to close this up. It's Blackberry Bliss, like I said, and I have to be really, really careful. And I put this down with temporary adhesive. I'm going to lift it up. I'm not going to touch the ink at all and move it way out of my way. Okay, we don't need that anymore. So I'm getting my piece of paper and I'm actually going to grab some of this Post-it note stuff that for some reason won't come out for me except like that. I want to tape this down here because if it slides all over the place, it does kind of get my lining all wonky for some reason. So there, I got like a really big piece that time. I'm just going to put one on all four sides. But since we're doing a geometrical card, it really doesn't matter, excuse me, in a sense, how straight you are. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. So I'm going to put this, I really am zoomed in, right about here. And that looks straight enough to me. Then I'm going to grab a really long piece of this Post-it note green stuff. Going to make sure that's straight. I've already scored it. Remember, it's 4 1/4 square. And I'm lining it up top out of your line of sight because I really don't have a choice. I'm going to put this right where I've already scored it, and if you're getting a headshot, which I'm pretty sure you are, I apologize, but I gotta get that on there straight. Okay, so now here comes the fun part. I have about 4 blocks out that I'm just gonna start putting color on. And I'm going to erase this one over here real quick too, because I'll give me 5 colors. It'll save me some time in the long run, and I hope that I don't get any of that blackberry stuff on my fingers. So I'm going to grab a baby wipe and then grab my tea towel. I love this thing. And then we're going to get going. The 4 colors I've chosen, like I said, I normally don't use, or they're new. The 2 new ones are going to be Tangelo Twist and Hello Honey. I was originally going to use Daffodil Delight because I wanted this to be brighter, but I have to ink it up and I was too lazy to do it. And then the older colors, believe it or not, is Old Olive, which is a staple. I just don't use it. And then Bermuda Bay. So I'm going to get these popped open because I want to be able to just kind of zoom through this. I'm going to do just a couple images for you. And with my newfound resolve to do short videos, I really have to get moved into my space. I have no room. I'm going to just leave everything inked up over to my left and right. I like to be able to do it in front of me like normal people do, like I used to be able to do. But then I think I was complaining then too. So everything's inked up, ready to go. Got to turn it around so I can see the names. That is always really important to do. And with this card, with that sentiment being solid, I mean, I really do have to make up my mind as far as with how large they are, if I'm going to make everything solid or used the lined images. And I'm going to use the lined. That's just something else I'm purposely setting myself up for failure. Okay, so I'm going to get that on there, and there's something in between. Making sure that this is lined up. I'm going to start out with my darkest color of Bermuda Bay. And I do want this to be organized chaos. So I want it to be like random looking, but a cool random looking, not just, okay, there's no real rhyme or reason to this and it's an ugly card kind of thing. And I need to grab these and put these in front of me so I know what I'm doing. Now, I have big images and small images. You want to mix them up. Like my next image should probably be on the smaller side. So I'm going to stick that right there, and remember to split your colors up too a little bit. And having these stamps on the block is a lot more important than you think. Now remember, the card doesn't have to be completely covered. Nicely covered will do. But it's okay to have some white space. So that is Hello Honey. And I'm just going to lay that one down. That is way darker than I want that to be. And it's too late now to switch to what I really want. So I'm going to pull this one off. And throw my little circle on. This one's going to go down in that Tangelo color, the Tangelo twist. And I will put that right there. Okay, cool. I'll go all the way up and then just kind of finish the rest on my own and speed it up. And if I can find some like nice music to romance you tonight with, I will. So I'm going to go ahead and use this big square triangle. This is going to go on Old Olive. And it's going to go right here like this. Now the next time I use the Hello Honey and Tangelo twist, it's going to be on big images because I want to alternate like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this wiped off. And then pull off that Bermuda Bay, I think it was. And by the time I get back to these, they're going to be dry. So I'm glad that this one gives you lots and lots of images to choose from that are big. Okay, that one was... Now I have to go back to the little ones. Because remember what I told you about that alternating thing. This one's kind of funky. I don't know what shape it is, although a first grader would. And I'm going to go ahead and start back out with that Bermuda Bay. And then just, let's see how that will look. This will look better because on the Bermuda Bay at the bottom, the stripes are horizontal and I'm making them vertical this time. So it looks pretty cool. Then the next color I use, or I'm going to use, is going to be that Hello Honey over here. So I can't stack the old olive on top of each other. And that's going to have to be a semi-small image as well. And I think this will be pretty cool. So hopefully it'll fit on this block, yeah. Okay, got it all. So that's going to go up here. Alright, there we go, straight on up. So all I have to do is, it looks like just this over here, and we're going to be done. So, like I said, I'm going to speed this up, put some music on for you, and we'll get our card done in maybe a short video. I think that turned out kind of cool. I was debating on whether a circle right there, but you know, it's just too close, and I wish that this image, I should have just like cut it or something so it'd fit, because it's not criminal. You won't get thrown in jail or anything if you cut your stamps, because you, especially the photopolymer, that's one of the benefits of them, because you can just go ahead and put it back together when you want to use it all the way again. So I'm going to clean up here so I don't stick my elbow in anything that I don't want to. I think that turned out pretty good with 4 colors. Just, you know, kind of funky. I'm not going to put anything else in there, but once I get that panel on there of the sentiment, I think it'll be smashing. And I'm like really afraid to do anything right now because my hands are super dirty. So I'm just going to wipe them off real fast here with the diaper wipe. And then grab my equally dirty tea towel. It's going in the laundry tomorrow. It's been a heck of a week, I gotta tell you. So tomorrow is going to be like Cindy Chill Day. I'm going to do laundry when I'm in the pool, bleaching my teeth, and catching up on some badly needed sleep. Okay, I'm going to start lifting things up and everything. I think that we're safe to. I gotta find some kind of chemical to clean that. Since everything is down. This Post-it note tape, I love it, but sometimes when I've used it on my die cutting machine, I don't love it so much. And I didn't know why I put that down when I didn't even go over. See, that's how tired I am. There was something on there. Okay, I think we're done. Everything's clean. I'm going to get my favorite bone folder. See? And I'm just going to fold this. I'm going to flip it over. I love this thing. I love my nails too, but I really love this bone folder. I've never seen anything like it. It's just, you want to talk about the ultimate and crisp bone folding. And you can also score with it too, with this little pointy end. Okay, but you all knew that. I'm going to pull back in my sentiment. I still have my temporary adhesive on the back. I don't care about that because I'm going to cover it anyway with, I was going to put some foam dots on the back, but I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and use this really thick tape that I like. And I should probably just snip a smidgen off of this and put it down where the little thingy starts, so that stays down. And I'll put that right there. I might as well cut another one. And hopefully that will fit all the way across. Or I mean, not go over. Okay, I'm good. I'm not doing anything else with this card. Nothing fancy. Nothing. I think some hemp tied around the top will look pretty cool though. So again, if you see that in the pictures, then you'll know I changed my mind. Now is when I have to move this. So I want everything lined up. Just perfect. Don't forget to join me on Monday, the 30th. That is my baby girl's 21st birthday. Can you believe that? I can't. Then again, I'm a grandma too, so We're going to put this right in the middle. And then on my daughter's birthday, my grandson, little Aiden Michael, he'll be 45 days old. Okay, and there we are. What do you think? I'll bring it up because I really should have been zoomed in a little bit more. So I hope this was short. And next week, it's all about summertime and ice cream and fun things and just summertime. Thank you for joining me for this 1 week long series that turned into 2 weeks because I had a 4-day move and a root canal and some other things I don't wish to discuss happen. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you learned something. Now you've got until Monday to like days 1 through 5 of doing your challenge card, and then, you know, if I pull your name, I'll send you out a stamp set or, you know, some die cuts or some ink pads or something like that. So play along, okay? I dropped off the face of the earth when I decided to get a divorce because, oh my God, the time. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate your support and everything like that. And I'll zoom in. Yesterday's picture, or, yeah, I could not at all. Not even today in broad daylight outside. It's just put in photograph, and I thought, well, gotta watch the video. So again, thank you for joining me. I'll see you next week, okay, for my June summer camp, and then I'm taking 3 whole weeks. We're gonna do our Christmas in July, from July 21st to 25th, and I can start, oh my gosh, I can start pre-ordering Christmas stuff like next week. I better check to make sure that's right. If not, I'll have to get Veronica to change the dates. We'll wing it. Just join me next week, okay? Have a great weekend, and bye.